level or component to higher level executive functioning skills. So that first level is attending. We're on the second level, which is inhibiting. And so really this is the ability to hone in on those important concepts and being able to ignore distracting or less relevant information. So being able to get the key concepts by not being so distracted by less relevant information that you've lost the main concepts or main points of information that's being delivered. And the second part of inhibiting is being able to forego those smaller immediate rewards or reinforcers being delivered and being able to participate in more of a contingency management process that is allowing us to receive larger and more delayed reinforcers or rewards at the end of completing kind of more work at the end of the day. And so 3 ways to go in and target this inhibiting component of executive functioning skills is just teaching the ability to discriminate between important information and non-important information. So being able to ignore the distracting details and information that's being delivered so that we are expressing comprehension and mastery of main topics, main points, and we're just able to receive a lot of information and pull out the key concepts so that we're able to express understanding and comprehension of the important stuff. The second part of teaching and mastering inhibiting is being able to ignore reinforcement along the way to achieve a overall goal. So this could be something as simple as I ask an individual to walk into the other room and obtain 3 items. Well, along the way, are they stopping to play with toys that are on the floor, reinforcement, accessing more immediate reinforcement? Are they walking into another room? Instead of walking into their bedroom, they walked into their playroom instead and got distracted. Are we able to ignore distractors and reinforcers along the way to achieve an overall goal? Maybe a more complex example of this is just going to be, are we able to avoid procrastination and stopping and participating in more reinforcing activities along the way of trying to achieve an overall goal? So maybe this is a large academic project. Well, along the way, were you able to avoid procrastinating? Did you stop and have 10 snacks? And would you have rather worked out than complete that academic project? And so you stopped and did that in the middle of the process. Are we able to just ignore and withhold access to reinforcers along the way of achieving an overall goal? And the third and last skill that we might go in and target to teach and master the skill of inhibiting is going to be just fading our reinforcement systems away from, we don't necessarily need those more immediate delivered rewards for small amounts of work, and we're able to access a larger reward in a more delayed fashion. So more work required to access a larger reinforcer later. So I'm not necessarily going to be delivering a small edible every 3 to 5 correct responses that's provided. Right? We're going to fade it to something a lot more natural of, I receive a paycheck every 2 weeks that I go to work. So there's a lot of steps in between those 2 examples, but that is part of mastery of the skill of inhibiting, is being able to fade those reinforcement systems so that we're receiving larger rewards on a more delayed fashion. And that is the second level or component to executive functioning skills, which is inhibiting.